What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, hey, hey. Listen to some good old breathe and stop. Real. Give me what you got. I'm working on this lawsuit. I'm gonna figure this lawsuit out, man. Soon. Suing the federal government. Suing the federal government and Biden administration for this, for what we dealing with, man. On the 14th Amendment, I ain't going. On the 14th Amendment, I am not going. All right. Oh, that's new. Show comments on the stage. All right. So, I wanted to discuss first. Someone asked about the aldermen names in each ward. So, the first ward is Outer Person Daniel Laspada, aka Banana Suits. When we get to his famous Friday, you will see. Ward 2 is Alderperson Brian Hopkins. I already did a famous Friday on him, and today the city council approved for this snap curfew, and if it passes tomorrow at the city hall meeting with the mayor, then it will be a snap curfew thing that I do not agree with, and I'll talk about it when I read it. Ward 3 is Pat Dow. I did not do her famous Friday yet. Ward 4 is Lamont Robinson. I did not do his famous Friday yet. Ward 5 is Desmond Yancey. I did his famous Friday. I'm probably going to do another famous Friday part 2 of some of these people. Part 2 for Desmond Yancey is probably going to be about this High Park shelter that he's acting like he really doesn't know about, but I'm pretty sure he's getting money out of it too. His Haitian ass. Ward 6 is Alderman William Hall. I did a famous Friday on William Hall, but I'm going to do a part 2 of William Hall because he definitely is part of the corrupt clergy on the down low. Ward 7 is Greg Mitchell. I haven't done a famous Friday on him yet, but I'm told that he's buying up a lot of lots and about to put these Venezuelans in there. So, that's word on the street is. Michelle Harris, Ward 8, I already did a famous Friday. I definitely doing a part 2 on her because I have a lawsuit against her right now. Ward 9 is Alderperson Anthony Beal, did not do his famous Friday yet. Ward 10, Alderperson Peter Chico did not do his ward yet. Ward 11, Nicole Leigh. Hey cousin. She's have not did her famous Friday yet. Ward 12, Julia Ramirez has not done her famous Friday yet. Ramirez. Ward 13, Marty Quinn, haven't done his famous Friday yet. Ward 14, Julia Gutierrez, I haven't done her famous Friday yet. Ward 15, Alderperson Raymond Lopez, I haven't done his famous Friday yet. And he's really hurting my heart right now. His true colors is showing right now. We'll get into that when we get to his famous Friday. Ward 16, Stephanie Coleman, did not do her famous Friday yet. I just know she needs to start coming to work. I understand that you worry about that seat, but start coming to work. You doing too much community, and when you go down there, you ain't voting nowhere near their interests. So start coming to work. Start getting some legislation instead of resolutions. Ward 17, Alderperson David Moore has not did his Famous Friday. He's probably gonna have four parts. That's when I get to him. Ward 18, Derek Curtis have not done his Famous Friday yet, but Ward 19, Matt O'Shea did his ward yet. Jeanette Taylor, Ward 20, haven't done her Famous Friday yet. Ward 21, Ron Mosley have not done his Famous Friday yet. Ward 22, Michael D. Rodriguez, I did do his Famous Friday. I will be doing part two of him. Ward 23 is Alderperson Savannah Tabarez. Ward 24 is Alderperson Monique Scott. Ward 25 is Alderperson Brian Citro Lopez. Yes, I did a Famous Friday on him, and I'm going to be doing it part two. Ward 26 is Alderperson Jessica Fuentes. I already did. She was the first first Famous Friday, and do a part two on her. Ward 27, Walter Burnett Jr. I have not done a Famous Friday on him, but his is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Ward 28, Jason Irvin and his wife. I did a Famous Friday on them. I will be doing part 2, 3, probably 4, 5 until they go to prison. Ward 29, Alderperson Chris Talaferro have not done a Famous Friday on him. Ward 30, Alderperson Ruth Cruz, haven't done one on her. Ward 31, Felix Cardona Jr. have not done a Famous Friday on him. Ward 32, Alderperson Scott Wagerspeck have not did a Famous Friday on him. Ward 33, Gang, Alderperson Rosanna Rodriguez Sanchez. Have not done one on her. I will be doing one on her very soon. And she's added to my lawsuit to Ward 34, Alderperson William Racist Conway. Yes, I did. Ward 34, I did do a Famous Friday on him. If he thinks he's running for mayor, yes, it's going to be parts and parts and parts and parts, because he's definitely not going to become mayor. Definitely not. On your daddy, billions of dollars, you're not going. Ward 35 is Alderperson Anthony Nigga Quazita. He has me blocked too. I didn't put him in a lawsuit yet, but he got me blocked too. But he came over from Cook County as a commissioner, and his boyfriend Carlos Ramirez Rosa put him in as his ward. As his person take over his job, because now he's fucking up the Park District. Ooh, you gotta put one Spanish in, you gotta let another Spanish in, you gotta let another Spanish in. That's why we can't let them get in the mayor seat. That's why we can't let them get in the governor seat. That's why we can't let them get in any other seats, president seat. No. Ain't no black and brown in government and business. No. Just it's white and brown, like it's gonna be black and white. Okay. All right. Ward 36, Alderperson Gilbert Villegas. Ward 37, Alderperson Emma Fema Mitz. Ward 38, Nicholas Posado. This is the most backwards ass Alderperson I met in my life, man. Because he racist. We're gonna get to him. I have not did a Famous Friday on him. Have not did a Famous Friday on Emma Smith or Gilbert Villegas or Anthony Quazita. Ward 38, Ward 39 is Alderperson Samantha Nugent. Have not done A famous Friday on her. Ward 40 is Alderperson Andre Vasquez Jr. Yes, I have done a famous Friday on him, and I will be doing part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until he gets investigated. Ward 41, Alderperson Anthony Napolitano. Have not. Ward 42, Alderperson Brandon Riley. Have not. No. Ward 43, Alderperson Timmy Newton. Have not. Ward 44, Alderperson Bennett Racist Lawson, gay racist. I call him the gay racist. I've not done his famous Friday. Ward 45, Alderperson James Gardner, have not done his famous Friday yet. Ward 46, Angela Clay, have not done her famous Friday. Ward 47, Alderperson Matt Martin, that will be this month. I'm doing his. Yes. The civil rights lawyer down there. Ward 48, Alderperson Lena Mena Hoppenworth. Lena Mena Hoppenworth. No, have not did her famous Friday. Ward 49, Alderperson Maria Haddon. No, I have not done her famous Friday, and I cannot wait till I get to hers. I have a special story for her. And Ward 50, Alderperson Deborah Racist Silverstein. She is a racist Jew. Absolutely. And she tried to put that anti-Semitic stuff on me. Girl, you was racist. It don't got nothing to do with anti-Semitic. Ain't got nothing to do with you being Jewish, girl. You is a white racist. I have not done her her famous Friday yet. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a time. All right, now. Snap curfew aimed at teen takeovers approved by Key City Committee goes to full council. So that's tomorrow, May 21st. If passed by the full city council, the police superintendent will have the authority to implement a curfew anytime, anywhere. A proposal to get a police superintendent authority to implement a curfew anytime and anywhere will now be considered by the full city council Wednesday after clearing a final committee hurdle. The measure was approved by the council's committee on public safety by a 10-7 vote and comes after a year of advocacy from Alderman Brian Hopkins, who pushed for a curfew-related legislation to curb teen takeovers. But he didn't push for a curfew-related legislation to curb the migrants messing up them people down there when he first came down there summer 2023, when the end of Chicago. You never pushed for a curfew for them. Modelo bottles everywhere, tacos everywhere, babies running around with Pampers. It was real ghetto down there in Cedarville. Brian Hopkins, no black. That was no teen takeover. That was the migrant takeover right there on the street, right there on Ohio. You know where Capitol Grill was over there on that side corner right there. You know how much Capitol Grill probably lost money because they had a Capitol Grill over there. You got the 7-Eleven right here. You got the Dunkin' Donuts right here. You got that gay club that's up across the street from it's a gay club across the street from the city inn. I think they all be going there, man. That's where they be going. I think that's where they be going. It's the gay club. I'm gonna go up there and see what's happening. They got the rainbow. They gay as hell up there too, like gay. I ain't seen no women up in there, so I don't know where the women at. That be going, because there's a lot of women that's in this government game. It's gay as hell. It's studs too. Like, you can't tell me Tasha Thomas is a stud. I seen her the other day. She had a slick back. She had these. I got a picture of this, but she got these little baby kitten heels, like these little baby thick ass kitten heels. But like, just giving that studly vibe, but you gotta dress like this because you are a Democrat and y'all are actors and actresses, man. Come out the closet, Tasha Thomas. You gay as hell. A lot of other ones is gay up in there too. All right. The measure was approved. All right. The latest version of Hopkins' ordinance gives Chicago Police Department Larry Snelling the power to declare curfews for public places expected to be affected by large, unpermitted teen gatherings. In recent years, some of these teen trends organized meetups of teens in parks, beaches, and other public areas have led to violence, sparking concerns from residents. The proposal is a shift from earlier drafts, which required a police superintendent and a deputy mayor for community safety to jointly approve any snap curfew. Hopkins said the new version clarifies the superintendent retains final decision-making power while still requiring consultation with the deputy mayor. Earlier this month, some older people raised concerns involving Deputy Mayor Garen Gatewood could give the mayor's office too much influence over the police matters. Others questions how future administrations might use the orange who might serve them in the deputy mayor role. Committee vote to remove the deputy mayor from the process failed, with some older people saying that doing so will undercut the point of involving civilian oversight. If anything, this is the opposite direction as the council was discussing. Of course, Alderman Brian Cicho Lopez, Alderman Jason No Good Irvin, 28th Ward, and Merrill Ally, who has been co-sponsoring of the ordinance, told the committee Tuesday that he was withdrawing his support. Unfortunately, this goes even beyond where we started. Of course, who added that the origin language removes check against extraordinary police power. It doesn't matter anything that the mayor, even though I don't agree with this either. However, whatever. But anything that Brandon Johnson does not approve of, him and William Hall is not going to approve either. If he approves it, if he approves of it, they approve of it. So it doesn't matter. It's not for your best interest. It's for the mayor's best interest. It's not for so it doesn't really matter what William Hall says, what William Hall says, what Jason Irvin say. Who else down there? There's Ron Mosley, Angela Clay, Maria Haddon, Michelle Harris, Anthony Bill when it comes to certain stuff. Greg Mitchell starting, Tyler Farrell starting now, Yancey, David Moore when they promise him something because he's a little slow. He starts off strong and then turns into a punk. But all big and bad when it came to us. Who else? Stephanie Coleman. Stephanie Coleman be trying to act like she sly with it, but girl, you be voting for that, voting with him too. I think Patel just don't care. You understand? Like, she know these niggas is dumb. She knows these niggas is slow. It don't matter if this damn dude, like, I don't think she do her shit on the slide. Like this, they done got real sloppy. So I don't think she cares. Because it doesn't matter because they don't get it. Understand? Emma Mitz, I think needs to retire because she be voting crazy too. Like Emma FEMA Mitz, I don't know what's going on. Like I think she needs to step down. Her and Dick Durbin on the same wave. She needs to stick down because she out here wilding when it comes to this voting. Like ain't nobody out down there voting for us. Like they go in there, they can go back to the hood and back to their communities and say they voting for y'all. They're not voting for y'all at all down there. It's like, honestly, Bill. And I don't even know if this nigga really even fighting for us because he fighting, but it really doesn't really matter because with his one vote or his 4 or 5 votes, because Monique Scott will vote with him. He got a few ally votes in there with him. But he ain't got no black votes. So does it really matter? No, absolutely not. So, in the Like, let me tell you why we gotta flip this. We gotta change. We gotta vote all these people out. Yesterday, they had to approve, all these lawsuits before city council tomorrow. And 8 people did not vote for this girl named Brianna Keys. Brianna Keys, who suffers from bipolar, and she's double amputee now. But she had a spell, she had a moment. You understand? She had an episode, and because mental health is not serious in our community, and we have to be these strong black men and these strong black women, and we can't act like we got to act like church is therapy for us, and we can't go really check on our mental health. Our mental health can't be diagnosed with the things like bipolar, major depression, PTSD. You can have suicidal ideations. You can have homicidal ideations. You can have schizophrenia. There are things that you suffer from narcissism. There are a lot of things. Habitual people are what's the thing when they're extra clean? Like everything they have to like everything. They're super, super clean, but like to take 500 baths a day. Like can't think of it, but that too. You could be that person who is a kleptomaniac, a person who there's mental health issues. It could be a mental health issue, could be a long-standing thing. It can happen after a person is in a breakup. OCD, thank you. Obsessive compulsive disorder. A lot of people have that. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, Bliss. Yeah. So absolutely, like you guys, like that. These are real things that all people have. All Americans have. Like people have. Like anybody can have these things. You understand? Like how they're pushing everybody how they're pushing our kids to try to pressure them into trying to say that they're trans when they're 5 and 6, and they're telling the school is trying to diagnose with them, but nobody doesn't want to diagnose these undiagnosed kids out here that's acting a fool. Like, you don't know what these people do. The fact that Black Americans, it's hard for us to get Adderall. They don't want us to have Adderall. They want us to have downers. They want us to be down. You understand? They want us to give us stuff to be on some like some heroin, some doogie. They want us on that type of stuff. They don't want. There's a lot of racist psychiatrists out here that will not prescribe Black Americans Adderall. They will not. And Adderall is something that if people know about Adderall, a lot of college students took Adderall so they can figure out. I mean, ace their test, they be focusing, want to focus. They cram their whole week. It's like I mean, Adderall, man, it helped me crack a lot. Like I was focused, real focused, and that's what they don't want. They don't want us focused. They don't want us focused because when we focus, we could do a lot. We could do a lot. If we was focused, if all of us was focused, we would see the bullshit that's going on in the government. We would see if we were focused, Freeman and white America will be teaming up, fighting for this 14th Amendment. Not only is the 14th Amendment for the birthright citizenship, but that's our due process. That's our due process, man. Like we're not even getting due process. Like we straight getting like they effing us, man. We got a whole lawsuit. Nationalized American citizens, Black America, white America, we have a lawsuit against our government. That's our government. That's our embassy. So y'all can sit here and try to figure out what nationality you are and all that stuff. But as a Negro that was born and raised right here in America, y'all are violating my 14th Amendment all types of ways. There's a lawsuit. There's lawsuit. There's a lawsuit. Like I see all the TikToks with all these kids graduating as lawyers. Well, kids, they would have to literally, we don't have to pay no more taxes. All of America, all American citizens sue the government for violation of their 14th Amendment. We want no taxes. We don't want no more taxes. We don't want no more taxes. Why are we paying taxes? Why? Why are we paying taxes? Only person should be paying for taxes, honestly, is a business. A business. Including churches. Including churches. I don't care. I don't care if you get any tithes. I don't care. Get you an accountant and pay that 10% to the IRS. Stop being greedy. Stop being greedy. You gonna be good? Let me tell you something. Beyonce is a prime example. Everybody said, oh, Beyonce doing this country music. I don't want to be there. It's the same. Da, da, da. She been rocking that American flag everywhere. I see you, Beyonce. I haven't been to none Beyonce concerts since Soldier Field when they had Lemonade, when she did Formation. And that was the time. And I want to go to another one, but I am doing what I'm doing. I got to do this. But anyway, everybody kept saying in the blogs and all this stuff about how her record sales, her ticket sales are so low and nobody's going. Man, I have not seen an empty Beyonce concert yet. I have not seen a city that she has went to and the businesses are saying, we lost so much money this weekend. You know, people are flying from city to see her again. And she pays taxes. I know Beyonce pays taxes. Pay your fair share. America is lazy. We lazy as hell. Y'all talking about tariffs. Y'all talking about Trump and his tariffs. Uber Eats, DoorDash, Lyft, Amazon. That's tariffs. They just call it fees. We're paying for convenience. We're paying for a luxury. If you don't want to pay for convenience or luxury, then make it yourself. Do it yourself. DIY. We broke because we're lazy. Y'all allowed foreigners to come in our government who have never had shit in their country tell us what to do in our country. And you're mad at Trump, a businessman. Doesn't make any sense. This man has given up his salary. What other elected official has given up their salary? All the ones talking about him. Every day talking about him. Have they given up their salary ever for their term? Have they? No. the hypocrisy for me, guys. It's the hypocrisy for me. Nah. They are a clique. The Democratic Party is a clique, and it was full of they turned into like a high school, turned into like the Mean Girls Club, turned into a government, even the government full of what? It was the government's like a fraternity, like like that. That's the grand fraternity or sorority. Yeah, that's the grand like fraternity of the Divine Nines, the popular preacher kids, the government people, the owners, the friends who know somebody, only get the same opportunity grants. Same people get the soul food restaurants. The soul food restaurants has been around the longest, and our millennium is nasty as hell. They ain't nothing like no Gladys. They ain't nothing like no Gladys. Ain't nothing like Sylvia's before they let the Chinese buy it. Sylvia's in Harlem, it used to be really good before they let the Chinese buy it. Thank God they didn't do that with Gladys. I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah. But that's the problem. But these same nasty restaurants that they go and get these TikTokers to go in there and do all that. They put the parsley on the lamb chops, macaroni dry as hell. Here they come with a catfish fillet. Where the bones at? We only do catfish fillet. This is soul food, man. This is a soul food cafe. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, this ain't man. So you need to leave these people right where they at. These is the lames. These are the clowns of the clowns of the clowns of the clowns. These are the ones who always thought they was somebody. Whole time stupid. Use their was pretty. These are the shallow motherfuckers. These people over here is the shallow, look down on people. Go and now they do empowerment brunches. I don't know. I gotta try 5 loaves on 75th. I gotta try it. But yeah, these are the people without substance. These are the bad BBL people. These are the ones that think they better than some. Whoo, these are the ones right here. These the victim assholes, the download dudes and preachers and all that stuff. That's what the Democratic Party is, a full of gossip. That's all they do is want to gossip. Gossip and steal. They are the what's that thing? These are the real boosters. Democratic Party is the real boosters. Those are the boosters. The boosters. The boule of the juju of the boo-boo. Yeah. Okay? That's what we dealing with here, y'all. These Negroes are trash. These Negro elites that are trash. These selfish pieces of crap that got into government and got into thinking they doing something for us. They're not doing nothing at all. We're trying to keep the same narrative. I'm so glad they got rid of DEI. I'm so glad we back to regular racism. I love regular racism. I love it. I saw a TikTok today, and TikTok was like, she was a little young conservative. She was so funny. She was like, I'm tired of these black people trying to make everything racist. These white people are tired of these black people just like we're tired of these black people. You right. You absolutely right. We're tired too, white people. These niggas, they have done nothing. Nothing. This is their nothing. Nothing at all. just go to Akira and get their Beyonce outfit, give Beyonce all their money, which I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. But then don't know shit about what's going on in government. But got the nerve to be mad at me. I'm trying to get to a Beyonce concert. But I see the BS out here. And it ain't Trump. Beyonce's at a dance party, right? No. Yeah, y'all at the dance party. And she repping that American flag, and I'm so happy to see her repping that American flag. I saw Jay-Z up in Albany today talking to the Democrat Senate majority, though. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Hove. However, he was in my hometown, though. He was in Albany. And he was in Chicago, what, yesterday? They left yesterday. And he was there. So it's kind of cool from Chicago to Albany. All right. It's Rico time. They're all going to prison real soon. Just letting y'all know that. I want to tell you this story, but I don't even know. I don't even know how I'm gonna tell you this. I gotta tell you this story, but I don't know what I'm gonna tell y'all. But I gotta get it together first, because I'm still in kind of shock. All right, now. Right. All right. So I wanted to talk about how in 2023, when I first started protesting outside, I met this guy. And I met this guy. He was, he told me about his house, about how he was on AC Green show, and the AC Green show, he helped with his reverse mortgage. But make a long story short, they say AC Green been, making money off them reverse mortgages and people losing their homes and stuff like that. That was my first guy that I ever talked to. It's on my Facebook. I mean, Instagram, like around 2023. His name was like Mr. Gregory or something like that. And anyway, he told me like a lot just about how the AC Green thing, trying to help him with that, start seeing the bullshit. His family had to end up splitting. Some Indians, some Indians ended up buying his property, and they were threatening to get him out of there. But he was saying it was an unlawful, unlawful, illegal foreclosure. It wasn't a reverse mortgage thing. They did it wrong. All that stuff. He showed me I got the name of the lawyer, all that. I remember when I went to go look up the lawyer's reviews, they were terrible, all that stuff. But probably still out here doing reverse mortgages. But he also was asking me, like, hey, you should get ready to start getting some signatures. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he was like, yeah, you need to get some signatures. And I'm like, signatures? He's like, yeah, you know how much money you can make? I do it every time it's election season. Now, he was talking so terrible about all these people. Kwame Raoul, he said he was his frat brother and all this stuff. He was trying to get a hold of him because what they did to his home, taking his mom home. This was his mom's home. His mom just paid it off before she passed away. And he has like 50s, 60s. He had like 3 or 4 sisters. But anyway, he's like, yeah, we get these signatures. Like we might be getting some signatures for, I think at that time, I forgot who it was, but anyway, when he said when like Tony Preckwinkle and Pritzker and all them, they pay about $10 to $50 a signature. And he said, because they have to get so many signatures, so much signatures the Democratic Party. So he's like, I walking around home with sometimes $5,000, $10,000. We put the signs down, all this stuff. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, so they're paying these people that you already taking a home from them, you're doing everything, they can't get no help from you. But they need to survive or need some type of money. Some of them are drug addicts. Some of them have some problems. Some are addicted to some drugs and all that stuff. And now you got this fentanyl weird stuff all in it and all that stuff. So y'all literally are paying these people, the most vulnerable, and the most vulnerable are coming from our communities, white communities that are poor. You've got the Hispanics that are poor on drugs, all this, or you got these people who are drugs, and they are sitting. Y'all don't never see these people out in front of the grocery stores. You don't see none of these people. At these you see the people at the festivals, but they may come in there and wave, but you'll never see them next to any of these people getting their signatures. Now it's not legal. It's not legal, but this is the challenge that needs to be challenged. How many of them signatures are dead people? How much money are they paying the people who's supposed to count them signatures money just so they can say they legit? How do you know a signature is not valid when it comes to certain people that challenge the machine? How do we know? How do you know? I want to know how many signatures on these major people, like when Lieutenant Governor Stratton do this, all the senators. I want to know how much are for these signatures. If they get about, I don't know, say 10,000 of them, or 20%, even 30% of the signatures are dead. Like, do they got like a package where you can pick up like somebody in government is selling like a 10-pack of dead signatures for the governor, dead signatures for the, like, where can I pick up my packet of 10 pages of dead signatures for this election? I'm just trying to figure out. That's it. So we asked Trump to come in here, an independent person, and look at all these signatures for this election. Because if any of my people run, I want my own person, independent person in there looking at them signatures. I want the police there, the FBI there. I want everybody in the room when it's time to look at them signatures. That's the machine. The machine is these dead people that are voting. It's not many people here that want to even vote. So the signatures ain't making up. They ain't making sense when it comes to these big roles, like the mayor, the governor, the Senate, the congressional district. Like, those type not even making no sense, and it's really not making no sense when it comes to the alderman wards too, because half of them not even voting like that. So that's how I feel. I don't know how y'all feel, but that's how I feel, and because it's voter integrity. They don't have, the Democratic Party has no integrity. The Democratic Party are actors and actresses. They are, you talking about Epstein. They had Epstein, they had Diddy. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, these were the parties. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That Epstein and that Diddy list is probably the same list and the same escorts. Okay, escorts probably went to the Epstein too. So you look, remember them? They showed the escorts over here with Diddy. They showed them, but we have yet to see the list over here. The adults over here at the Epstein, because they all together. Okay, they playing us for a fool. Well, they playing y'all for a fool. Yeah, we need to require voter ID too. The real ID. Okay, and I feel like that's a lawsuit. If my mother's still getting mail and she's been dead for a decade, who is using her name? If she's getting the mail-in ballot still, I'm suing the government. Because you playing with the dead. Y'all are doing everything that those were saying when they found all them Social Security numbers that was still getting Social Security. Y'all doing the same thing. They're probably the ones still getting Social Security. The dead ones that's still voting. So that's why they're so mad at me, because they know that I know the bullshit. You cannot finesse a finesser, man. You can't scam a scammer, man. Y'all know that. Why are you letting these people in Chicago scam y'all when they are scamming us with the parking tickets, the property taxes? If certain people, you don't like certain people, and you go into their space, you go into their place and shut it down. For instance, when R. Kelly went to V75, V75 gets a ticket and gets shut down the next day. But all these shootings down in Ontario between these clubs down here, people getting killed and stuff, the clubs can stay remaining open. Them clubs can stay open. Bevy and them can stay open. On Ontario or in the River North, they can stay open. But let us bring somebody into our club in the South Side. We get a yellow sticker. We can't. We're not open. You got 10 days to show this. You got, if you don't show this, you'll be shut down. Ain't no way. We're voting blue. I don't care how much money y'all think y'all gonna get. All y'all getting up out of there. All y'all. Y'all don't care about mental health. Y'all voted against a girl who had a mental health episode because y'all want to please some white racist union people. Anybody who's seen that as an issue, her not getting her money for her double amputee when she had a mental health episode, you don't need to be in office. You don't need to be in office, and you don't need to be a law enforcement. No, you don't care about mental health. City council only cares about getting that union money because they're a puppet to that. Anybody that voted for that, you're a puppet to the police union. You're a puppet to the police union. You cannot be trusted. You would do another Rahm Emanuel and hide shit from the people. You cannot be trusted. No. Now, when it comes to this curfew, I'll tell y'all right now, this is about to be the summer civil war. Nobody does not care about these kids. These kids have anger issues. They're mad. They're not being taught anything. They don't have any guidance. Their parents want to be their friends, but don't understand that you can be cool with your kid, but that's not your friend. So they have this misdirected anger, and then we don't have anything in our communities to really keep them in line and have them do things. Go to the Y, go to Saturday nights at the Y, or do some other stuff. We don't have none of those type of things out here. So now it's about summertime, going out. Some of them having sex because it ain't nothing else for them to do. So they think they mature. They think they grown. So you about to have them out here fighting with these police. Then there's a lot of Hispanic police and not enough black police policing us. So that's going to be a whole nother war. That's going to be the civil war right there. Then black and brown kids versus the police. Then black and brown police. All because the government, elected officials, especially the black ones, sold us out. Been selling us out since Jesse Jackson. That's going down. Now, the civil rights movement for us to get us back so we can save our kids, make sure our elders are somewhere where they can tell us great stories and comfortable, like I got to get Mr. Blakemore. Mr. Blakemore needs to see a doctor. Mr. Blakemore needs to have a place where he can have his art, so he can showcase his art, so he can make money. He shouldn't have to be walking around with a black plastic bag at 80-something years old. So that's why I'm pushing to get a place, because I want him comfortable. He needs to see a doctor. We need his stories. We need to understand what's going on. Man was down there for 40 years. He's been down there. He's seen it all. He's been here since 1972. We have to get in politics, Chicago. If you got some kids, if you want to be, we got to get these people out. We got to run for office, man. We got to run for office. We got to run for office. But that's one thing. That's on the local level. We also got to get in community. We have to start boycotting these places, these non-black places in our community. We need to stop. We got to make a sacrifice. I made a sacrifice for going on 3 years. I got to make a sacrifice. These people don't give back at all. They don't give back at all. They don't even have bathrooms for us if we got to go to the bathroom at any of their little stores, their corner stores, their gas stations. That should be a requirement. And it should be clean. We gotta protest. Our civil rights, our civil war, that's what it is. Our civil war is Paid protesters versus grassroots. We have to show them that nobody don't have to pay us to be out here. These people is getting paid, these paid protesters. George Soros and Pritzker and Brandon's trying to be up there with him, just doing it the dumb hood way. He ain't no leader, so he can't do it. He's not a nationalist. He thinks he's a nationalist. He's not a nationalist. If he was a nationalist, he wouldn't said that dumb shit that he said at that church. The church ain't gonna save you no more. Rainbow Push ain't gonna save you no more. So y'all can stop pushing dead Jesse Jackson into these places. Free Larry Hoover. Free Jeff Ford. Pardon Asada. Yeah. Let's go. Now I can free El Chapo. At least when he was out here, people had more sense. These people don't know what they doing out here. There ain't no leaders out here. These people don't have no idea what they doing. Brandon Johnson is crashing out here, having panic attacks. He don't know what he doing, tricking on the dumbest. He tricked all his money on the most educated, dumbest bitches on earth. That's why his administration is crashing. See, if he had some bad bitches with some brains, they have his back. Nigga ain't got nobody. Everybody drowned. You got Maurice Robinson running something who has no idea what he's doing and don't fuck with you. Got a vendetta against you. Y'all Nino and Gino. Y'all Nino and Gino G Money. Y'all Nino and G Money, but when G Money was on crack. Yeah. Maurice is crackhead G Money. But you ain't no Nino Brown one, nigga. You was Lino. Then you got these LGBTQ sassy gay black men who hate women. Who hate women in government. Lamont Robinson don't give a fuck about a bitch. William Hall don't give a fuck about a bitch. Greg Mitchell don't give a fuck about a bitch. Ron Mosley don't give a fuck about a bitch. David Moore don't give a fuck about a bitch. Ooh. It's just sickening. We playing in these niggas' reality show. They soap opera. Crashing out. What's the soap opera called? Crashing out. Who's crashing out? The Johnson administration, Fisher, and City Council. Englewood burning down. Stephanie Coleman at Cowboy Carter. If y'all would do some work, like if y'all would do some work, nigga, well, no cares about you partying. Like you gotta have balance, but y'all don't do nothing. Like y'all suck. Like this an easy job, and y'all suck. Y'all suck. That is crazy. We gotta get the OGs out. We gotta get the OGs out. The real OGs. The real OGs. It's time. It is time. Because these police gonna need it. Because these kids ain't going. These are some undiagnosed, mentally ill children. Like the one who decided to walk out in that cold like that so bad that she didn't. It was a car running outside and she didn't think about getting in the car, and she kept running. She kept walking and then still was going. She didn't trust the cops because she said they killed black people and all that because what they got the news and media shit telling people and all that. And y'all, Lopez, you gonna say no to her getting her money and she ain't got no legs? Because you want to make the police feel good? You want to side with racist Conway and them? That was a racist move, Lopez. That was a racist move. And cruel. Mr. LGBTQ ally. Yeah, that wasn't cool at all. So if that don't approve, well, I don't know, but if that don't approve tomorrow, or I don't know if it's even going to the committee, but that shit right there, yeah, I need to really rethink that one. Yeah.
Burned in hell.
Yeah. That's I don't know if you Catholic, but I think you probably are. Ain't cool. Ain't cool. I don't think. Yeah, I was like, damn, you just like these niggas. You part of the machine too. You part of the gay machine. Like all these machines gonna be. Like how sick are y'all to watch people suffer? You see that they're suffering. You ignore them. But you get out here in the masses and talk about the oppression and how we're and the injustices. Why you are straight discriminating us and others, but y'all are running on that. Like that's what the Democratic Party strives off. That's what y'all thing is. Like, yeah, you guys got it. Yeah, it's over for y'all. It's over. Y'all playbook is done. Jesse Jackson didn't give y'all a new playbook. He taking that playbook to hell with him. So, and Al Sharpton don't have a playbook. Al Sharpton don't even got a church. MSNBC is his church. Jonathan Jackson is his last term. Jonathan Jackson Jacksons better not ever cousin. The Jacksons should just be just like how these foreigners should not be allowed in government. The Jacksons should not be ever allowed in government, anything like that, from until the next 7 generations. Like we gotta wait 7 generations, then maybe. But we gotta Jesse Jackson gotta go down like Hitler. Like how we think about how Jews think about Hitler. That's exactly how blacks guys think about Jesse Jackson. Jesse Hitler Jackson. Jesse, I don't care about nobody Jackson. Jackson, African American Jackson. Jonathan, African American Jackson. Wait, no, Jesse. Jesse, African American Jackson. But Cherokee.
I understand it too.
Yes. I'm not looking back after Friday. Friday, his chapter ends. After I do my famous Friday on him, chapter closed. Like I did a chapter every time I do a famous Friday, except for anybody that's a public servant, elected official. You know, keep going on that because that's it. But like this is it's done. It's done. It's done. But Friday, after I do this famous Friday on that corrupt ass family. Yes, African American Cherokee and Cherokee American, same thing. Yes, Jesse Jackson is African American Cherokee. And Rainbow too. So yeah. So the election grift for sure in Chicago is dead people. And I know they're selling packs of dead signatures. For sure they're paying off whoever do the signatures, they're paying them off to let them shits be approved. So that's what we're going to be dealing with. MAGA family, Chicago Fist Red family, Freeman family. That's what we're going to be dealing with. White America, that's what we're going to be dealing with. Conservatives, that's what we're going to be dealing with. They ain't got their platforms are all going to stay the same. They're not, this place is going to remain a sanctuary city if they continue to be in there, and that just simply cannot happen.
It's all up to you. Okay? Just go home to your life.
It simply cannot happen. This state cannot no longer be a sanctuary state. Chicago can no longer be a sanctuary city, and that's it. Like that's what it is. They can. That's it. Time is up. So do what you got to do. Vasquez says that a shelter. He's working on a shelter franchise in his ward. Hyde Park has a shelter franchise. Also, Calumet, Bronzeville has a shelter franchise. If you know any more shelter franchise in Chicago, please let me know. So we can go over there, or we can shout them out. Shout out that ward who got them a shelter franchise. They're making so much money off of it. While our taxes and fines are going up. Tariffs. They got tariffs on us. Our property taxes is tariffs. We got tariffs. City of Chicago, Cook County, State of Illinois, they're charging us tariffs.
I put the keys in the bowl.
Tariffs right here. Tariffs. All right. My mother turns the light off. That means I'm done. I hope y'all liked what I said. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to donate, Zelle me at uncomfortabletruth.lifestyle@gmail.com. Appreciate you. Talk to you later. All hands on deck.